Mind maps. That's what we're going to talk about.
Yep.
In this video, we're actually going to do a sort of a live mind map on the wall. Although we normally use software and you can use a pen and paper, we want to try and show you how to put a simple mind map together and how it can help you have ideas when you're creating your product.
Okay. Now, when you come to create your mind map, you can use some. That's all right. Here's one I made earlier. You can use some simple tools and even a pen and a piece of paper, a notepad. You can do a mind map anywhere, on a train, in the car, not while you're driving, on your lunch break, anytime. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper. But there are specific software used.
I think as well, when you're doing a mind map, the good thing, I do my mind mapping on my iPad. Now, I can fire up the iPad anytime, obviously. Obviously, pen and paper is just as good, but let's say you're developing your product and then you have an idea pops into your head. You know, something you want to add to your product. Quickly fire up the mind map or get a pen and paper. Write it in. And what you'll usually find is, for me personally, a mind map will probably take weeks and weeks to get perfected, to get it finished. So we only want to show you here a few quick things, but over time, we would obviously be having more ideas and adding more stuff to it.
And the more practice you get with mind maps, the better your ideas can be in the long run. So don't be afraid, just pick up. There's a lot of mind map examples that I've left in the module area, and also we have a blank mind map template which you can print off and actually use for this.
Yeah,
as an example.
And obviously there's plenty of free software out there.
Right. That's what anyway, start with. Tools to use.
So we've got the product in the middle and then we're going to see. So obviously we've come out and now we're going to see what tools do we need to create our product.
So we're mind mapping our product now. So the tools we're going to need to create our product, we could use to create our mind map product is a product which I use called Mind Node.
That's a free software, isn't it?
There is a free version of MindNode and a professional version of MindNode, and the difference between the two is...
I'll have my red pen, you have your black pen. I use iThoughts HD.
That's iThoughts for the iPad.
It's about $10, but believe me, it is $10 well spent.
Something else that we might have missed.
Pen and paper, of course.
Paper. Get traditional. You don't need to use software. I mean, I've actually wrote mind maps on scrap pieces of paper while I've just been sitting in a doctor's office. So when the thoughts come in, just write them down. You can even use your iPhone. Now, when it comes to creating your products, you have your tools that you're going to use, and what we need to think about now is what type of product that we want to create. So what we need to look at is niche.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to product development control, you need to think about what type of niche you want to be in. Now, I'm in the IM industry. John is in the internet marketing industry also, but you might not be. You might be in the pet industry. You may be in the building industry. It doesn't matter. If you want to create a product around your specific industry, you need to look at what niche you want to be in. So, when you come to research that niche, you need to look at specific places. Now, from an internet marketing point of view, when it comes to research, we need to look at specific places for example, ClickBank.
ClickBank Marketplace, yeah. Obviously, I teach that, and I actually think that's the only place you have to look really if you want to just choose a niche in the internet marketing industry. Some people can overcomplicate this and look for do keyword research things. Yes, you can do that, but I personally don't. While Dan, I think, delves a little deeper, he looks, he's looking at now trending topics on Google. Obviously, you've got EBA Pulse and places like the Warrior Forum. All of these places are places you can go to research your niche. So obviously, you would put this in your mind map, and then you would, it would remind you to actually go to those places. Now, when you've got to the ClickBank Marketplace, you could actually branch that off again. Obviously, if you're in the pet industry, you would write maybe it's training dogs or whatever that is. So you branch it out. obviously in this instance it's going to be IM. Okay, and then you can maybe branch that off again, eBay.
Sub-niche.
So you're going down.
eBay, SEO.
You can see that we started there, we've gone the niche, ClickBank Marketplace, IM, eBay. And that's how you can generate ideas. And you could even take that to another section, what type of eBay related product. So that's where mind mapping sort of helps you generate ideas.
Yeah. And also, I mean, this is simply a mind map example. So you can take each individual niche from here. For example, you could take a look at the niche here and create a whole new mind map about what type of niche you want to create. But while we're here, we can also take a look at product type. Now, from product type, you could evaluate what type of product that you want to create. Now, would it be ebook? A video series? It could be an MP3 series, or can I borrow a pen?
Oh, there's a red one. Oh, we're getting fancy now. Combination, yeah. Which is what actually product development control is, isn't it? It's a combination of R3. So, you could be writing, then you could maybe take a further video series. Are they going to be step-by-step training videos, theory training, PowerPoint presentations, and you could write all of this down, and then obviously when you actually come to create your product, you've got it all laid out in front of you. You can say, right, I'm going to be creating a product that's going to be an ebook. It's also going to have MP3 recordings. It's going to be a video series that includes step-by-step training, PowerPoint presentations, and theory training. So you've got that down, so when you actually go to create your product, you're not going to miss anything out. Now, throughout the rest of the module for product development control, we're going to delve into all individual types of areas. So we're going to look at things like sales letters. We're going to look at other areas such as tools you can use to help with your product creation. So I'm just going to branch that off. Now it would say Open Office.
Yes.
Excuse my writing. And maybe Camtasia.
Yeah, that's Camtasia. There's also free versions of these tools we actually use as well to help guys out. Word.
Dreamweaver. Put DW. This is just to give you the idea, but obviously then you list all the tools you're going to need.
Yeah.
And so on.
You can also, if we look at our product content. Now, product content is going to be a major part of your mind map. Now, this product content will be dealt with later in the module, but when it looks at product content, you're back to target market. So you're back to your target market. Now, we need to think about target market. Who?
Do you want the red pen down here?
Yes, thank you.
We're getting a bit blue over this side. So,
who is your product going to appeal to? Why would they want to buy it? And so on and so on. Now, within your product content, we can also take a look at pages for your That says pages for your website. I know it's a bit small because we're sort of running out of room here.
It's good, and we actually just generating ideas sort of on the fly here as well.
This could link all the way to involve in your sales letters. Now, pages for your website could involve sales letter, could involve upsell, could involve downsell,
Exit pop. Fire that one over there.
exit pop, and even
And you're running out on the black one there, Dan. Let me take that.
Yes. Free items. So free products.
Can you just see how the ideas are just flowing here? You know, I think it just shows you that obviously we sort of know what we're going to be doing, but it's just flowing here. You know, you can just ideas flow from more ideas, and you know when you branch off,
yeah,
you just end up making more ideas, more branches, and this one.
So, believe it or not, this video was not planned at all.
I can believe it.
We have actually just put up this board and started firing ideas. But as you can see, like John has just said, once you start firing ideas, this is what makes your mind work, and
yeah,
it creates a map of exactly what you have in your head. You can write it down and forget it and move on to the next part.
That's exactly what. Yeah.
Now, with your large mind map like this, it is a bit sporadic. It does need toning down. This is turning more into like a spray diagram. So what you would tend to do from this would be to take key items such as sales letter, product type, niche, product content, and create individual mind maps for each one of these. Now, depending on the size and the amount of sort of product that you want to create, you're going to end up with a lot of mind maps. But this is not a bad thing; it's a good thing. Now, it allows you to structure your content in a way that you won't forget anything. Now, throughout the modules, you're going to find a lot of worksheets, a lot of blank worksheets to help you. So if you can't print these worksheets off and use them, because they are there to help you.
Yeah, can I just add, Dan, as well? We're talking about a pen. Actually, I don't need a pen, but I'll take that. You know, when we're doing mind maps, I'm going to show you a couple of examples of my actual mind maps for actual product launches. I've got a mind map for Affiliate Promo Formula, which is actually when I started doing mind maps. It was the first one I'd done. I got a mind map for WSO Domination as well. But when I did the mind map for WSO Domination, which was obviously a blank canvas, I looked at the previous mind map I had created for Affiliate Promo Formula. Because obviously I needed to generate the ideas again. What sort of mind map did I lay out? What was my product going to do? What sort of format was it going to have? So the fact that Dan's going to give you a template, it's going to help you get started. So we're going to give you some examples and some templates. So really, a lot of this is actually not done, but it's going. The ideas are starting. You know, it's to help you get the ideas.
You can actually. What I do provide. I do video maps of what I've created, which you can take and add your own products onto these maps. So, for example, like we talked about earlier, we talked about people in different niches rather than the IM niche. Like, for example, the product, but I might have addressed sort of IM versions of that which can be made into your own, basically put your own spin on what you want to create with the maps. So throughout all the rest of the modules, you are going to find a lot of templates, a lot of mind maps that I've created myself, and just use these to your advantage and also create your own. Now, just spend a little time creating your own mind maps, and you'll actually find that your ideas flow 100 times faster and 100 times better than they would just sitting there writing things down.
Yeah, I agree.